Hello everybody, it's Patty here with Patty Stitches. Today is November the 3rd, 2025, and this is episode 326. On today's show, I have whips, I have a new start, and I have haul. So sit back, relax, grab your beverage of choice, water for me, your craft of choice, and let's chat. So how was everybody's week? Mine was good. We had a really great week and went knitting with my friends on Friday evening. We had 54 trick-or-treaters of various ages, which is perfectly fine with me. I give candy to whoever comes to the door, but actually I don't do candy. I did cheese and crackers and a bag of goldfish. So those are the two things I gave out this year. I usually give out Cracker Jacks, but they wanted too much to send them to me. So I said, no, I'm not going to do Cracker Jacks this year. And I've had a lot of comments from a lot of people about how much they liked the Cracker Jacks. This year I did get comments about them liking the goldfish and being very excited about the goldfish and the crackers. So I try to be different. And I try not to bring in too much candy in the house because one of my grandsons doesn't like chocolate, so it makes it very difficult to have leftovers here because then Grandma and Grandpa eat them. So I try to get stuff that they would actually like, and they like cheese and crackers because they don't like peanut butter either. I don't get it. Don't ask me. But yeah, so they'll be happy with the goldfish and the cheese and crackers. So yeah, but the other reason that Halloween was very unusual this year is it was actually raining towards the end of the evening. So I was really shocked to see how many people came out while it was raining. And yes, the interior of Alaska got rain on Halloween. When I was a kid, it used to be very cold. When my kids were kids, we did some 20 and 30 below Fahrenheit. So yeah, we've done some really cold trick-or-treating here. But rain, that's pretty unusual. So yeah, it did snow a little bit, or at least it tried. But it was kind of nice because I was able to put all of my inflatable guys outside. So that's how I decorated outside this year. And then right after nobody had showed up for about a half an hour, I went ahead and pulled everything and laid everything on the floor so they could dry out. And they are now dried out, packed, and downstairs. The littles did not make it on Saturday because Mama wasn't feeling good. So totally get it. Don't feel good. Don't want to drive on these roads. It has snowed a couple of times since the rain, but it's still, you gotta be careful at the intersections. You still have to be really careful driving because it's still a little bit slippery out. Not too bad. In fact, today I have to, after I'm done with you guys, I have to go get my oil changed. Ugh, I wish I could postpone that, but I want to get that done. Yeah. So, other than that, not a lot has been happening around here. So, I think it's time to get on to the stitching. What do you guys think? Yeah. So, I'm going to show you my new start. This is my new start, which is from Caterpillar Cross Stitch, which is Hello Holly. I am 4 clues behind right now. So I'll just say that up front. And you can kind of see it's all kind of foggy and, but they don't want to spoil the surprise, which I appreciate. This is being stitched on 28 count pale green by Zweigart. Gotta slow it down. So I actually did get quite a bit done on this weekend. So I'm very, very happy. Got the polar bear done, the pumpkin, the penguin, there we go. The penguin is outlined, so I just have to put his scarf in and then his body, and he's done. Oh, and his little hat. I really am enjoying this a lot. I did pull some Blanc etoile out to put in little bits here and there that are, of course, charted. So I did that with etoile. I was thinking about pulling that snowflake out, but I think I'll just leave it in the white. And this is 38.65 as the white, right? Yeah, I think so. But that is where this is at. Super cute, lots of fun, and I can't wait to get back to it tonight. So, yay! All right. I also wanted to say I didn't stitch it all on Friday. So the project I was supposed to stitch on Friday obviously didn't get worked on. So, but you'll still see it this month because it's a new November project that it's a project I started this year. Okay. So, finishing up the October Halloween stitching. This was Scary Sampler by Heartstring Design, being stitched on 32 count wheat Belfast by Fiber on the Whim. And that's this one will look like. Okay. And I am using the called for floss. And I worked on I Will Walk Here is what I worked on. So I think I had the A done. And I think I did the N and the D, and then Will Walk Here. So I didn't get a lot accomplished on this year, but you know, that's okay. This one wasn't one of my 25 and 25, so it's fine. That I only did that for the Halloween stitching. All right, and then Skeleton Crew by Cricket Collection came out. And I'm stitching this on 32 count. And I'm not sure, I think it's a Zweigart. No, actually it's a Witchell. Yeah. And it is pre-printed, so I have no idea what it is, but it is a 32 count. Oh, maybe it is a Zweigart. Never mind. I'm sorry. It is a Zweigart. So I worked on this sail, and I got him all of the white done on that sail. And I was like halfway done with that sail when I started it. So it's a little bit, and that's where it's at fully. It's like I need to be working on these things, but then I've got so many other things I want to work on, and you know, the life of a cross stitcher. We want to do it all. Cross stitching takes a while, so yeah. Okay, and then I worked on Witches Are Welcome. And this one is by the Primitive Hair, and I'm stitching this on 30 count Old Salem, which is also by Primitive Hair. So that's what that looks like. Okay. So I'll just put this back in there. All right. I need to get my sewing machine out and sew the edges, but I just haven't done that yet. So I finished the W. I went up to the top and did some black on the top border, did the mushroom, and then started Welcome, the W in Welcome. So that's what I got done for October. That's all, was all stitched in October. And it will be coming out in November because this is part of my new November stitching. Okay. And the project I didn't get to was Trick or Treat Pumpkin by Primitive Hair, but that one obviously will be coming back out for new November. And then I worked on this one at night. So I didn't do my day stitching, but I did do my night stitching on Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. So it was my nightly stitch until Friday night. So I haven't worked on this since Friday night, but I am working on the skeleton block down here. And this is by Carriage House Samplings on 40 Count Heritage by Picture This Plus. And I got all the worms done, and I started doing, I got the tombstone done, and I started filling in the black. I have made an executive decision that I'm going back to I'm not going to stitch the background dirt right now. I'm going to go ahead, and when this comes up again, I will, which I will work on it on the 13th and the 31st this month. So this will still be coming out. And I will finish the black, and then I'm going to move on to a different block because I'm kind of burnt out with this block. And if I decide after I'm all done with all the blocks, and if I look at it again and think, no, that block really needs to be done, I'll do that block. But this is where it's at. So putting the mouths on the scarecrows really did pull it out. And the rest of the worms, getting them all done, help pull the scarecrows out. So that's why I don't think I need the dirt. But we'll see. We shall see how I feel. All right, so that's everything that I stitched on last week. Yeah. I am very excited about the Holly. Hello, Holly. That's really cool. I can't wait to get that finished. So, purchases. I was not going to do any sals next year. I wasn't going to. I looked at the Heaven and Earth Design sals, and the only thing that pulled at me really is like a house. It's a part of a house up close, and then there's a little village on the side. Well, I went to their website. They have the full thing there, and it's really gorgeous. And I'm debating if that's going to be my free Heaven and Earth Design for finishing the sal, or a little cute dragon. I haven't decided between the two, but I don't know yet. We shall see. So then I looked at the Sunshine Stitchers sal, and it is very pretty. The elegant lace is beautiful. It's going to be really nice. It's just something I don't want to do. I don't want to do that, so I've decided to bypass that one. Then I saw Modern Folk Embroideries and fell in love. So this is Little Acorns by Modern Folk Embroidery, their 2026 sal. I obviously bought the PDF, and it is sitting on Pattern Keeper, but Pattern Keeper doesn't do the back stitching, so I have it on Goodreader as well on my iPad. But look at this. His Patreon helped him design this, so that's kind of awesome. He has got this split to do this in 11 months starting in January, which is very, very smart. So what I'm going to do is I will show way back here. So the first month border, and then it just goes down, all the way down until you're done in November. So I am really hoping that I can keep up with it. I think he said that it's 2,000 stitches a month. Let's see here. Let me look. Sorry, I'm looking to see where he says. Okay, so he says it's a full 26,336 cross stitches and then 4,078 back stitches. So that's not too bad. And it's 181 by 389. Okay. He said it somewhere. Okay, each month you'll stitch between 2,000 and 3,000 stitches. November is the lightest with 1687. So that's perfectly fine. He also has it to where you can do half and half. So you can, instead of making it vertical, you can make it horizontal. So that's kind of cool. So this is the pattern. I picked out some floss. Since it is red, it's in the reds, I thought this would be really cool to use my Silks for You PR 204. So it's all the different shades, just a little bit. So I'm excited about that. And I did have a piece of 36 count. This is R&R Winter Brew 36 count fat half. So there is plenty here to do that. So this is the sal, the only sal that I am going to do next year. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. I love Jacob's things, and I think it's going to be fabulous. So, and if you want to follow along, there is a hashtag. Let me see if I can find the hashtag here pretty quick. It's MFESAL 2026 and Modern Folk Embroidery. So I'm very jazzed about it. And I will be posting on Instagram. I am Patty Stitches, one word, on Instagram. And that is PATTI Stitches on Instagram. I haven't done a lot on Instagram for a very long time, and I just changed my name to Patty Stitches. So I will start posting more pictures. I may post a picture about Hello Holly. So that's pretty exciting. So here we are, Modern Folk Embroidery. Stitch along. Very excited. So that's all my haul. Very good. I only bought the pattern. I had the fabric. I had the floss. Perfect. Plans. I've only got a few for this week so far, and I am starting Saga today, and I'm working on Turkish tomorrow. So those are the only two things right now. So I will be pulling from my 4, I think I've only got 4. So you'll be seeing Halloween stitching. I'm sorry, that's all I started this year was Halloween. So yeah, so you'll be seeing a lot of the Halloween stitches. Hopefully I get a whole bunch done. That would be great. That would be great. I'm also going to be doing Turkish Delight, Let Freedom Ring, and Jane Hopkins, Halloween at Huck Run Hollow, and Winter Montage. Those are intermixed in there, which I told you guys this last week, but just in case. Yeah, so I hope that if you're new, thank you so much for showing up and hanging out, and I hope that you see something that you like. And if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back week after week. I really do appreciate it. And I hope that whatever you craft it to your heart's content. So stay safe, healthy, and happy, guys. See you next week. Bye.